Welcome to another Founder Wisdom Pod. We have Dror Tamir with us for round two. If you watched the round one, I think it was a year and a half ago. Dror is the founder of Holy Locust. It's an interesting company. Basically, sells locusts to a religious audience, which is interesting. I think you were one of the only guy in that niche, Dror. It's a really cool niche. And yeah, when we connected today, I asked you the first question, which I want to re-ask you again. How's it been since we've talked? How's been the business, ups and downs, right?
Ups and downs, many downs. I'm in Israel, and the past 1.5 years were mainly the war we have with our nice neighbors. So trying to just keep your business or develop a startup is just insane in that time. To give you an example, the Locust farm we have is based in the northern part of Israel. So it was for about 9 months under missiles attacks. Luckily,
Insane.
the farm was not hit and our employees are safe. But all those bangs, all those blasts around the farm hurt the locusts that we farm. And at one point of time, we thought that we lost the entire crop. And that would be the end of the company because it's a unique genetic line of locusts that we developed. So it's
Wow.
insane.
Okay, so yeah, the bang, the explosions. Why does it disrupt them? And tell me about the genetic, strand that you're farming. That's quite interesting. More details on that.
Well, locusts naturally are fed with fresh grass, mainly wheat grass. It's a great source of nutrients for them, and they get all the water from that plant. However, it's also very expensive as a feed source. So what we did over the past 6 years, we developed through natural selection only, a new genetic line of locusts that can be fed with dry feed, almost the same as chickens. And we got to a point that their entire feed is dry feed, and 90% of it is the new feed formulation that we are developing on our way to reach 100%. The cost of the new feed formulation is a fraction the cost of the fresh grass, about 3%. So by getting to 100% dry feed formulation, we'll cut the feed cost by 97%.
Right, and the bangs and the missiles. Why do they get disrupted by that?
Uh, good answer. I don't. Good question. I just don't have an answer for that because we really don't know. No one really tried to cultivate and grow locust at an environment of explosions. But as a person, if you hear those loud bangs, it will alarm you. It will hurt you. So stress is a major part of it.
Right. Here I'm in Mexico. We don't have missiles, but we have these very loud fireworks pretty much every religious occasions, and they snap so hard. Yeah, my dogs, when these happens, they get quite anxious. So yeah, it's like unnatural, right? It's quite scary for an animal like that. So okay, how did they end up surviving? What did you do to improve the situation during wartime?
Uh, the main thing we did was just to reduce production to the minimal level that we could afford. Because when you are working on intensive farming, there's a lot of chance that something will go wrong. You actually operate at a higher risk. So because we had all kinds of limitations on employees, some employees got enlisted to the army. Other employees the roads were blocked because if you have a missile falling close to the farm, the army will close the area to check that everything is okay. You cannot come and feed the locusts. You cannot take care of them. So we reduced the quality, the volume of production to a minimal level, just what you can call a survival mode. And that helped us eventually to survive that period.
And the customers, were they still buying? Is it a lot of repeat business?
Uh, well, we are talking about the locust farm that is owned by Hargle. That's one company. And Hargle business model is B2B, and that is a long cycle to have a new customer. The company is actually just at the early stages of acquiring customers. So there was no real impact on that business. However, I was planning to launch Holy Locust on November 23. The war started on October 23. So that completely changed the schedule I set. I actually launched it about 8 months later than planned. The impact, of course, the cost is something that you do not expect to delay your business by 8 months. But we do see returning customers. We have new customers. We have new distributors in the US, in Israel. We have new stores carrying our products, and we have returning customers that buy and increase their regular order time after time. But I have to say, it's not easy because a major part of the launch plan actually included face-to-face meetings in Israel with Christian tourists, with Jewish tourists, and you can understand that we had 0 tourists since everything started.
And even nowadays, still no tourists?
We see a little bit of tourists starting to get back, starting to come to Israel, but the tourist industry is recovering very slow from such events. If you look at COVID, it took about 12 months for tourists to return to Israel because the people set that vacation to come and see the old city of Jerusalem, or to go to Nazareth, or travel to the Sea of Galilee 12 months, 18 months in advance. So if it's wartime, they will not place an order. So
Right.
and we are still at war. So I expect that we will not see a significant recovery in 2025. Maybe something will start in 2026.
Right. So how are you surviving if the company is having lesser sales? Are you doing consulting gigs on the side? How are you keeping the ship on the surface?
Well, that was one of the options I actually considered, and one of the gigs was, you know what, if we cannot sell the Locust, I can actually talk about them and tell the amazing story of the biblical story of Locust and how we are actually reviving. But again, my potential customers are not really coming to Israel, so I have no real customers to sell the lectures. So it's a combination of raising a little bit of money from investors, mainly raising money through debt, and with the nails, just trying to hang out there, survive, and believe in the vision and goal of the company. As simple as that.
Right. And how are you staying resilient mentally? Is that naturally in your Israeli blood, or is it something that you need to think and try to improve on a daily basis?
With the amount of stress, and the stress is not only the business that is not actually developing as it should be. The amount of stress, I have 3 young kids, and I need to keep them safe during a really stressful situation. So keeping the family as much as possible healthy and calm, that's not easy, and you have to take care of yourself on a daily basis to stay sane in such a situation. So for me, the last 1.5 years, where the mental treatment was get up at 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. every day, and go out running for at least 1 hour.
That's a good
12K,
one.
12K, that was the minimum. That's my daily treatment, and it kept me, I would say, sane at this insane time.
Right. Can you run on Locust? Can you be Locust powered? How do Locust react to my ultra runner stomach?
Well, actually, this is something really interesting because when you are struggling with finance, and you are actually trying to target customers in the US, you have a problem, because if you don't have the funds for online advertisements, how you can reach your audience, how you can get them excited about it, how you can make an impact, how you develop your business. and I'm in Israel. I cannot go and meet them in person. So what I did, I started that about 152 days ago. I said, well, I have something really interesting. I can actually set a challenge. I call it the 1,000 Days John the Baptist Challenge. And on a daily basis, I'm consuming Locust or our products, the whole Locust. That's the whole Locust. You see that? You can see them, but it's inside. I'm consuming the energy bars, Holy Locust energy bars, dates, peanuts, cashews, and locust powder. And I'm consuming chocolate protein shake made of locust as well. And what I did every day, I took a short clip of myself consuming one of the products, and that's it. 30 seconds, and that's it. And the only difference between the clips is the counter. So just before we started talking, I started uploading the 152 day of John the Baptist diet. And when I started, I had about 80 followers on Instagram. First videos got to 10 views. Over the past 3 months, I got to over 600,000 views on Instagram. And some of the videos just became viral with over 100,000 views per video. And it's exciting because tens of thousands of people are reacting. I get over 10,000 reactions to videos. I'm answering each one of the reactions in person. If it's a nice, usually if it's a really nice comment, I'm sending free samples to the US. And this brings back customers, and it builds my legitimacy, and people get excited about it. It's a lot of fun. And yes, not everything is positive. A lot of negative reactions, but I'm answering everyone.
Yeah, right. What do you tell your kids in moments like that, in moments of resilience? Daddy's going through it. That's how you build a business. You stay strong. Like, what are they learning from this?
These days kids usually spend their time watching the screens, their phone, their TV, their laptop. And when they set a goal, they say that I'm going to set a goal and do 100 sit-ups per day. It takes them 2 days to give up. So by that, I'm actually giving them a great example of resilience. 152 days straight of doing the same thing. And each one of these days, I got up early in the morning and I went out running. So the two boys, actually twice, maybe 3 times a week, they get up at the same time and join me. They run with me. And that's incredible. It's a lot of fun. It's dark, sun is not up yet. And it's just us outside running. And now we're in good shape, so we can even talk along the way. The second thing, it's not only them, but also their friends became followers. So they also react to the videos. And I thought maybe they will be ashamed because they see their crazy father eating locust every day on social media. But I think they are proud of what I'm doing. So I think they're learning and it makes them proud. And I even listen to them and see that they get excited about developing their own business. So
it's very interesting. And yeah, how do you actually teach that discipline to young minds? Like, I was very averse to many types of sports when I was young. I was way more prone to video games. How do you teach someone to love sport and have a good relationship with pain?
That's a really hard question because when I was at their age, I used to do so much more sport than what they're doing. But by giving them an example of how you do that, how you commit and do it every day, and they also see the results. One result, they see how much healthier I am. Just as an example, I lost 20 kilograms over the past 2 years just from running and that diet. I'm not really trying, I'm just enjoying life, but the weight just got off me. The second thing, I'm in such a good shape. So from time to time, every 2 or 3 months, I'm going to a competition. And I think over the last 8 competition, 7 of them I brought the trophy back home. So I have a huge collection of trophies that they can watch, and maybe one of them will get really excited about it and will try.
And that's insane. Yeah, you must be doing pretty good time. So props to you, Dror. We're already out of time for today. Where can people find out more about you?
Well, if they interested in the journey we're doing, well, I'm just calling them to join me on my journey, and if possible, support that journey by just clicking like or even ordering some products from holylocust.com.
That was Dror Tamir and Charles Cormier for